Hi everyone, welcome to Timeout Tuesday on the 14th of April. I am actually recording this the day before because I've got several things on tomorrow morning and it's just not going to be able to come on at 9:30. So yeah, but anyway, excuse the mess behind me. I've been really busy getting things sorted out, but today I am going to show you an online set called Scalloped Wishes. Okay. It's a stump set and a dies, and I just love these shapes, especially these here. And I've seen some beautiful things, and because I've been really busy, and I've done this today, um, I'm going to actually just do what I've done today this morning. Okay, I'm going to start with this one, which is a Paddy Bennett card. And all my cards are cased today, so apologies for that. But the brain didn't have the space to do anything else. So let's see what we can do here. So basically what I've done is I've got a basic white base, got some mossy meadow, and then I've got thankful, oh, what do we call it? Got it in here somewhere. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, here it is right in front of me. What do we call this one? I've forgotten its name. Beautiful gallery. How can I forget? One of my favorites. Beautiful gallery. I had, as you can see, I still have quite a bit left, and it'll be going out soon. But I thought I would do this card. So what I'm going to do, I'll show you as I go through. Changed a little bit from Paddy, but yeah, I'll show you what I'm going to do. So I've got my beautiful gallery, and I'm going to stick that onto the mossy meadow. There we go. And then I've got a little piece of vellum, and that's going to go on top. Okay. Now, it's tricky to know how to put this in place. I think I might try and use maybe glue dots. I think that might be the best action. I haven't tried this. Oh, wrong pen. Where are you? My pen. There we go. This. And I think what I want to do is put one on the corner there. One in the corner up there. One there. And one there. And then I'm just going to put this right on top, like that. So it actually covers up the flowers, but don't never fear. Now this is going to go on the card base. And put that on now. There we go. Okay. Now, I found this piece of gold that I had. It's one of the stitched rectangle dies, and I thought it would be perfect for what I want to do. It was in my scraps, and I'm just going to put this on top. And I've used the stamp from Delicate Whispers, the sentiment. Now you notice it doesn't go quite to the end, but that doesn't matter. What I'm going to do next is pop this on the card. And I'll use dimensionals for this little bit. Might seem strange, but this will work quite well, I think. There we go. Just put my box over. Actually, I've got my trusty bag here where I can put the backs into. It's big enough so that they can fall in. Okay, pop that up there. And I'm going to put that on the card. Don't know if glue dots are the best thing to use on that, but anyway, I've done it, so that's what I've got to do. So now I've got some more of the DSP, and I think I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of that as well. So let's do that. I love the scallops. They're different sizes, but they all sort of coordinate. Let's get the backs of those, because this is going to sort of be hidden in a minute or two. Oops, wants to keep closing. Make sure I've got all the backs off. There's one there that hasn't got the back off. That's it. And then I'm just going to pop that on the card like that. Okay, now I've cut this out of basic beige and I'm going to lay that on top, but I'm going to put that on with some of my glue. So I'm just going to go around the inside of the circle or the oval. I do love ovals. Just add a little bit extra to your card. Okay, turn it over, lay it on the card like that. So it makes it almost like a frame. Okay, now I've cut these flowers out of Delicate Whispers because I wanted, Patty had used a different set which I don't have, but I wanted to use these. But before I put those on, I'm just going to put a little bit of tape there. And I'm going to pop that there. Oops, up like that. And then I think I'll just put some glue on the back of these. I could set them up a bit, but I think that will be fine. I've done these in Petal Pink and Light Mossy Meadow blends. Got black ink on me. Okay, these are called Natural Matte Dots. I've got heaps of these. So I am going to use let me get them out of the plastic packet. I'm going to use, so I've got a tiny little bit of something there. One of those and a couple of smaller ones. There we go. And that is my card. Isn't it pretty? It just changes, yeah, how you do it. I just find that because there's nothing up there, that dot is really annoying me, but that might be better. There we go. So that's card number one. Thank you, Paddy Bennett, for that. Okay, card number two is this one. This one. This one was posted by someone called Gloria on Pinterest, but I couldn't find out who had actually made the card. I don't know if it was her or not. But I loved the concept. So what I've got is a pecan pie base, and I'm going to pop this on the inside. Gives you a bit of a hint of what I'm doing. So let's do the inside first. There are a few layers on this, but it's not complicated. So that's going on the inside. And I've just used the butterflies from the scalloped edges, or dragonflies, I think they are, and the reeds. Okay. Now, I've got balmy blue. I think the person who had made this might have used boho blue, or I don't know. I think, yeah, looked more like boho blue, but I'm going to use this. Let me put some tape on the back of this one. And I'll place that on the card. Like that. Now, this is textured, woven textures DSP. You can see that it's got like a woven texture, but I want to use this side, and that's going to go on next. So what I am going to do is go all the way around with some tape. And then pop that on top of the balmy blue, like that. Okay. Now I've got another piece of balmy blue, and I've also got the bit that I've cut out with the textured notes dies. I think it's called textured notes. Yeah. Which is soon going, but it works quite well. So cut that piece out. Got this blue piece here, and that's going to go on top. So let's make that bit of the card next. Just quite a pretty combination, this. I think that's too far over. Let's try again. That is much better. It mightn't be perfect, but it's better. Okay. Now I think what I want to do is to raise this one up on dimensions. When I find where I put my dimensional. It's all right, I've got some more here. Always have a backup. Pop these on. They'll turn up in a second. Had a very crazy day today. It's been beautiful here. Very quite cold in the mornings, just about 10 degrees, 11 degrees. Excuse my dogs, I've got my daughter's dog staying with me, and the older one, he is pretty much blind and deaf, but he likes to be near me, and he's scratching at the door to get out, to be out with me. He thinks it should be the right place to be. So let's pop that on there on top. So that raises that up just a teeny bit. Okay. Now I have stamped this piece. This is this here. Okay. So I've done it in crumb cake and stamped in crumb cake and done gold embossing on it. Okay. And I'm going to raise that up as well. Okay. So I don't think I need that piece. I was thinking I needed it, but I don't, because I've already done the inside. Could have put it on the inside, but I don't need it now. Keep it for something else. You know, I'm not really ready for the annual catalogue to finish in April, because I just loved some of the things in the annual catalogue last year. Pop that on like that. And then I've got a pecan pie. Oh, gee, before I do that, let's put this little one on. This is another one that I've die cut. And I want to prop that up there like that. So it's like that. And then I'm going to get my glue again and put it around this one. I feel that my crafting at the moment is a bit of an oasis in a world that is going crazy, I think. I'm just really glad we live here in Australia. That's going on like that. Okay, now I gold emboss the reeds, and they're going to go on there. And I actually think I might put them on dimensionals too. So it's going to be quite a raised card, but I think that would look good there. Okay. And backs of those. And I'm going to pop that there. Now, I've got my dragonflies. These are made from Bambi Blue. And they come, you can punch these out. And then you've got the body of the dragonfly as well. So I'm going to pop these around the card. I'm going to pop one down there. Got 3 of them. I want to pop one there. And we've got a 3rd one. And I've just put those together with a little bit of glue. Okay, so I want that guy to be there. Basically, that's my card. I'm not quite sure if that's the way that they did it, but it's the way I want to do it. Okay, let's get these on, and I think I'm just going to put them on with glue dots. Just close this glue up. That one like that. That one there. And what I meant to get out was some dimensions for that. I could put these white ones on. I don't think that was the ones I was thinking of, but the other ones I could put on are these ones. These are called iridescent foil gems, not germs, gems. And they're clear, but they've got a little bit of gold through them, and I think they would be nice. But I'm going to put the small ones on, the teeny ones, because I don't want them to take away from the card. And I shall put one up there, I think. And that will do for the next card. It's a beautiful, beautiful colour combination, actually. Let's pop that away and away. Now, onto my 3rd card, which was the first card I tried this morning, and I can tell you, I almost gave up a few times on this one, but I do love the idea of it. This is it here. Okay. I don't know what was wrong with me this morning, but I was just struggling. Oh, I know what happened. The first time I went to do it, I had it perfect, and I went to pick up some washi tape to die cut this, and one of my pens had leaked, and it leaked all over the card, so I had to throw it away. And then the next one didn't work, and the next one didn't work, and so on. So I was feeling quite frustrated. So, but this is the card that I'm doing, okay? So I've done a little bit of it in advance. So basically what I've done is I've used the Kintsugi DSP. I've stuck that on the front of Petal Pink, like that. I've used the scallop die to cut this out, and then I have stamped this lace pattern on the inside. So I've stamped this pattern. Where is it? I think these are the stamps. Yeah, I'll just show you. Oh, run out the larger one of these, and it fits perfectly on the inside like that. Okay, so that's where it goes. And you know, I think if I was doing this again, I would actually lay that in. I didn't do that last time. Lay that in the hole that I've made, and then put the block on it, then lift it off and stamp it. Yeah, I don't know if that would make any better or not, but that's what I think I'd do. Okay, so let's pop that up there. So I've done this one in gold, and I decided I'd do this one in copper. And I actually like the copper because it is quite quite striking. So I've used some crumb cake. Got some dragonflies here. I have some pieces I've cut out in copper and some vellum as well. Okay, so for these dragonflies, I've used copper on the back and vellum on the front, and put a copper body on them. You can see the sun coming in there. So that is going to go there. Okay, and I'm just going to use a glue dot for that. And I will build this up. As I go through. Okay, pop that one there. I have another one that I haven't put together yet, and I put the vellum on top on this one, but I'm going to put the vellum underneath on this one. So I'm going to turn this over, put a glue dot on it, get rid of some of those little bits that haven't been weeded out. There we go. I shall get my vellum, pop this underneath it. Okay, and then I am going to put my body on, and I think I'm going to lay this body on top this time. So let's pull this so that it's long and skinny. Pop it on the middle. I shall put the body like that. And then I'll turn this over, and I shall get another glue dot, pop it in the back, and it's going to go down there. Okay. Isn't that pretty already? I really did fall in love with this. Okay, so now I've got some vellum, and all I did for this was I put a little bit of tape on there. I put this vellum one, so it sort of, I wanted to go sort of over the edge of the card. I'll put this one on next. And got another one here, and I'm just going to put it on with some of my glue on the leaves. That's it. Turn it over. This wants to keep turning around. Ah, just dropped it on the card. No. Now I've got the reeds and that's going to go over the top. And I'm going to put them on with dimensionals. So let's grab the dimensionals. You can see this is one of the attempts that I've had. Petal pink isn't a colour that I use a lot, but it looks actually really effective with copper. And that is the reeds on. And then this was at Christmas in the Christmas catalogue. It's gold and white, and there was a black and gold one as well. And I'm going to pop that on a glue dot down the bottom, like it's, pop it this way, I think, like it's on those reeds. Okay. There we go. And then I'm going to use these gold foil embellishments again. And I'm going to use one there. I'm going to use the large ones this time. One there. And I'm going to put a third one on. I had a third one on the other one. I might use the mediums, the smaller size. I might put it there. And on the other one, I'll put a bigger one down there. There you go. And that's my cards for today. So, Scalloped Wishes is the set. And honestly, I just think it's beautiful. I haven't been able to find a lot that's been made with it, but I can see me using this in the next few weeks because I'm going to, next week and the week after, I'm going to be using some of my favorites from the catalogue. And I think I'll be using particularly this shape for a few things, and might make a window card or something like that. So yeah, so that's what I've done for today. So I hope you've enjoyed watching these. Yeah, just a little bit different. So I've got I'm here for you if you need me, which is, and this one for you, and just that in the inside. And hope you feel your best soon. Nothing on the inside. Okay, we shall leave it there today. And I know what I was going to do with that piece now that I see it. This bit, I was thinking of cutting some of it and popping it on in here. I don't think I want to put as wide a strip as that, but I might actually do that before I go. So let me see, make it about 9, and I shall make this about 3. Okay. Not quite sure it's quite straight, but it'll be fun. So what I'm going to do is just pop that on like that in there. And so you've got the flowers, but you've just got a little bit of on the inside. So there you go. That's what I'm doing today. See if I can make a use for these. You can see I've done this with the damask designs, which is really pretty. And that's my cards for today. So yeah, I hope you enjoy that, and I will see you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye.